Continuing with the previous video, I hope that you are clear. A business cannot survive alone. It has to take care of the different stakeholders, different interest groups, and alone a business cannot survive with the single or sole objective of earning profit. It has to take care of different groups in the society. Now in this video, you will be understanding one by one what are the different stakeholders, who are the different stakeholders, and how the business has to satisfy these stakeholders. Let's start them one by one. Let's begin with the owners. Owners of the company or owners of any business firm are those people who supply money, who supply the finances for starting the business, for running the business, and for growing the business. So money is supplied by the investors. In a company form of organization, these investors are also called shareholders. You can look on the screen. Shareholders are the owners of the company who provide the necessary capital and in turn bear the risk or risk of loss. So these are the people. Now business has to take care of the satisfying these investors, otherwise investors will withdraw their money. Let's see what are the responsibilities of business towards the owners. To ensure safety of investment, to give a fair, regular dividend or interest, that is, the investors need a part of profit also. In case if they have lent money in the form of loan, they have to be paid the interest. Further, a business should provide a reasonable appreciation of capital through best possible utilization of resources. That is, a business should try to earn maximum profits so as to satisfy these people who are the investors in the business. They also require regular and accurate, adequate information since they are the owners. We cannot hide all the people who have invested in the business, whether they are partners, whether they are shareholders in a company. They all require adequate information and they want to know the financial position of the company, moreover the future plans of the company. So it becomes the responsibility of business to share the entire information. That is, all those people who are actually working as managers, they should share the complete information with the owners or investors in a business. Further, they should be provided reasonable opportunities of participation in the decision making activities. As you can look on the screen, in a company form of organization, there are several shareholders. They are all the owners having some part of ownership in a firm. They all are entitled to participate in the decision making. So you can see on the screen that they are being called for statutory meeting once in a year, so that any important decisions which are to be taken, that could be taken easily with the help of these shareholders. So I hope that the responsibilities of business towards the owners are clear to you. Next group is the employees. Employees are all the workers who help in enhancing the business. They are the greatest assets of a business. Hence, well-being and taking care of the business is required as they bring advantage as well as the moral obligation of a business to satisfy their employees. Let's see what are the responsibilities of business towards these employees. And why do employees join any organization? To earn wages, to earn salaries. So to provide fair wages, regular salaries to the employees is the basic primary motive, or it's the basic responsibility of business towards its employees. Moreover, to provide good working conditions along with welfare facilities, to offer opportunities of education and self-development. For that, training programs may be organized by the firms so that the employees, they keep growing, they keep developing, they keep themselves updated with the new technology, with the new techniques, with the new ways of working. A business organization needs to develop a sense of belonging and dignity of labor. That is, this labor, these people, they are required to be respected by the firm in which they are working. Moreover, these employees should develop a sense of belongingness. It's my own firm, it's my job. I have to take it to the profits. This sense of belongingness should be developed among the employees through the business organizations. They should be ensured freedom of religion and their own political values. Every person is free, so employees should not be bound with any such thinking, or their freedom should not be curbed. To protect the right of participation in the management, if they want to give any suggestions, any other ideas, their suggestions, their values, their views are required to be respected. So these were the responsibilities of business towards the employees. Till now we studied about the two interest groups. One was the investors, that is the shareholders in a company, and second group is the employees. Now let's focus upon the third, that is the most important group, most important stakeholder. Consumer is the kingpin of the market. Once the consumer is satisfied, business can reach heights. Consumer is a king of the market, which can tilt the market in any way by increasing the demand or by decreasing the demand. So we need to take care of the consumers also. Let's see how the consumers could be satisfied. To supply the good quality goods and services at reasonable rates and prices. What do consumers want? Consumers want two things. One is they should be provided the products and services which are of very good quality. Second is consumers want these goods and services at reasonable prices. So that is the foremost responsibility of business, to take care of this to take care of such expectation of the consumers. Moreover, to ensure regular and adequate supply of the products. Products should not fall short in the market. This is what consumers need, a regular supply of products in the market. So that could be ensured by the business once the stock is going to end. Before, it could be ordered by the retailers, and suppliers could supply it timely so that consumers do not fall short of the products in the market. So best quality products at reasonable rates and adequate supply without falling short of. Also, to avoid malpractices such as adulterations, hoarding, black marketing, dishonest advertisement, they all should be avoided by the business concerns. To handle customer complaints and grievances satisfactorily, in case customer is not satisfied, they should be provided with the satisfactory consumer, their complaints should be handled satisfactorily. This is how the consumer could be satisfied. To respect the democratic right of information about the product, company, etc. related to the purchase. That is, consumer should be provided the required information. Whatever consumer wants, that information should be provided. Nowadays, you are aware, see, previously businesses were very simple. Now this concept has gone into much complex issues, and moreover these business organizations, it has become their legal responsibility to provide the entire information on the products through labeling. So you can see, and I can give you an example, that on the bottle of jam, you can see the entire information which the consumer require, whether that is related to the ingredients, related to the price, flavor, manufacturing date, expiry date. So this was just a simple example. This way consumer is provided different information so that consumer is satisfied, and consumer gets the information whichever is needed by this. Moreover, if any information is not displayed on the label, and if consumer wants, that information should be provided by the salesperson, and salesperson should be aware. To ensure prompt and courteous service in handling customer complaints and grievances. If a customer is not satisfied, he should be satisfied by handling his complaints politely. Consumer should not be dealt strictly, or he should be dealt very politely, and he should be satisfied. Maybe product has to be replaced, maybe the money has to be returned, maybe there is some repair work. So these type of grievances or complaints of the consumers, they should be thought of and they should be taken care of by the business organizations. I hope that the responsibilities of business towards the customer are clear to you. Next most important stakeholder is the government. Government looks after the welfare of the state, the society, and hence business must abide by the rules, regulations which are framed by the government. Let's see how we can abide by the rules. To abide, it's the responsibility of a business to abide by the rules of land and pay taxes promptly and regularly. Once you pay the taxes promptly, regularly, once you are doing your business ethically, morally, your business is running properly, and there are no complaints against your business, government is not going to interfere. Moreover, what you need to do is, as a business concern, to actively participate in solving national problems like unemployment, pollution, etc. See, a business concern may be a small concern, and we may not be able to take care of the removal of problem of unemployment, which is the biggest issue. But this problem could be dealt if you are sound enough as a business concern and you need salesperson. Once you are employing the people, you are helping in at least decreasing the problem of unemployment. Pollution could be taken care of. Instead of establishing your factories, if your business is such a business that is of production concern, you can take care to establish your business in such an area where it does not increase the pollution, it does not lead to any type of environmental pollution, and such activities could be taken care of. Another responsibility is to avoid monopolistic and restrictive trade practices. What are restrictive trade practices? Such practices which are ethically wrong, such practices which are illegal. Such practices should be avoided by the business concerns. I hope that you have clearly understood what are our responsibilities towards the government. It's quite easy to understand. We should pay our taxes timely. We should take care of the society. We should take care of the problem of unemployment. We should not lead to pollution, and we should avoid the monopolies and restrictive trade practices. Now, next important interest group is the community as a whole. We all are surviving in the community, we all are living in the community, and if we don't take care of the community, we will not be able to earn profits to our business. And what was the basic objective? Basic objective was to earn the profits. This profit could be earned if we take care of the community, if we take care of the society. So what's our responsibilities towards the community? To act as good citizen and act as per the accepted values of the society. Don't do any such act as a business concern which is not acceptable by the society, which is illegal. We need to contribute towards conservation of natural resources by optimally utilizing them, by protecting our environment. So I hope that you have clearly understood today's topic. The concept of social responsibility was explained to you through the animation. Further, I forwarded to you 2 videos explained by me. Then I have explained it to you through this module. Now your homework is to go through these videos twice, thrice, multiple times. You'll be clearly able to understand and grasp the topic. And go through your books. Written homework will be provided to you on the assignment day. Till then, take care of yourself. Have a good day. Thank you all.